It's crap contents. It's crap contents. It's crap content.
They call him Flipper, Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder, lying there under the sea.
Pinball games. I love them. Early pinball games were mega shit. The Atari one. Even Flipper, the video pack one. This is brilliant. 3D pinball. The Mastertronic Plus for the Spectrum. It didn't score very well, but it plays beautiful and one I played quite a lot back in the day. I enjoyed the viewpoint of it, being 3D. It felt more like a pinball game than other pinball games. And it's one that, yeah, it's not particularly brilliant, and it ain't got a lot to it, but it's one I enjoy playing. It plays beautiful still. It's not a bad pinball game at all. The Commodore 64 version, it's a lot better, I think, than the Spectrum version. It looks better anyway. Plays reasonably well, too. And quite quickly, I do enjoy playing this type of game. This Pinball Power was a really pretty good game for the time. Some people talk about time scanners, and some people talk about advanced pinball. And of course, everyone talks about time scanners because it's one of the best pinball games on the Spectrum. Even Commodore 64 had some pinball games. Yet it had some of the worst ones too. This is what we're talking about. Some dodgy physics on this one. And then we have on the SNES Battle Pinball, which is a really good Japanese game. And it plays beautifully too. There's quite a bit of Japanese text in it. But once you get over that, it plays magical. It's all about Himokushi Nakabo, and he's going to go to the supermarket to buy some Mokushikara. And then when he buys some Mokushikara, he meets some guys called the Hokuroshi Kamashiku Gang. And that's when it all kicks off, and it turns into Battle Pinball. Crazy, right? You can pick what you fucking want. It's so beautiful. Let's go. Oops. Let's go. Boom. Pinball time. It's got stuff you go about hitting. You got bats and things. You got football pitches. It goes down a few. It plays really well on the SNES. And it's a good one to play if you love your pinball games like I do. Super Pinball Behind the Mask. This is another cool game to play on the SNES. You've got 3 different tables, Wizard, Blackbeard, and Jilly Jokers. And these tables are recreated in a really credible and beautiful way. It's not a bad pinball game at all. Check that out. Boom, 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 boom. You've got nudges, you've got tilts, you've got 3D. It's even got the graphics of the back screen on this one. It plays really well. Like a proper pinball machine. It's quite a cool game. Super Pinball 2, The Amazing Odyssey. It only come out in Japan, I think. But this one's equally just as good as Super Pinball. And again, you've got a few tables to play. Space Sisters, Spy Dice, Showtime. And they're all pretty good recreated tables. Again, it's pretty cool stuff. Check them out. And it's got some busting tunes. Here we go, Space Sister. Check that out for a table. And this one's got a bit more depth to it, a bit more playability on it. It's still just as good though. Next up, Slam Till, which has got some awesome music on it and plays such a cool game of pinball. Just check out the graphics. This is on the Amiga. And it's one I used to play quite a bit of. There's a few tables on this game as well. Beautiful. Cool. Oh, beautiful. Listen to the music and that. Such a cool pinball game to play, especially on the Amiga. I'd say this is probably the best pinball game to get. Check out those flippers. Woohoo! I could talk about the Mega Drive version of like Devil's Crush and of course on the PC Engine version of Alien Crush, but I'm not talking about these ones. Last Gladiators. It's a pretty cool pinball machine game that we like playing a lot. Press the stop button. And like you can play different ones. Each one's pretty good. The music's pretty good. And what you get is a 3D representation of a pinball machine, but it's definitely one for hardcore players. Just look at those graphics. It's got the animation, it's got everything you want off a pinball game. Pretty cool. Here you go. You can do all the pinball stuff. I really do like this one. Check out, it's got moving stuff on it. It's got proper pinball machine mechanics. It's such a cool game to play. I enjoy playing this pinball machine. And then we get to things like Flame, which is on PS2. It's a pinball game, and it's a pretty cool pinball game at that. And this one's pretty cool. If you're not too sure about pinball games, then this one's definitely worth checking out. Another crazy but essential pinball game is this one on a Nintendo GameCube. And you can use the microphone, but it's optional. But I'd use the microphone. It's beautiful to play with. Let's check it out. It's basically like a battle game, but pinball machine game. It's so worth playing. So there you go. That's your pinball. It's like a battle game. Such a weird, strange game. You can shout forward and backwards, and then your army will go forward and backwards while you're doing it. It's such a cool thing. So I'm not going to go any further than that because modern pinball games are just so much cooler, and especially on the Switch and things like that. So that's as far as we're going to go. Because they just turn into these kind of games, which they're all similar. Stay tuned because I'm going to do my favourite handheld pinball games, which deserve an episode on their own because there's some really cool ones. It's crab contents. It's crab contents. It's crab contents.